So Charlie urged her to observe this woman more after Elsa took the job, and always report to him if there was anything unusual. After arranging for Doris Young, Charlie went out to take a taxi in the afternoon and went to the airport, ready to pick up Claire's best friend Elsa. After arriving at the airport by taxi, Charlie was about to go to the arrival hall. A Mercedes-Benz suddenly braked and stopped in front of him. Claire's cousin, Harold, suddenly got his head out of the car window, looked at Charlie with a strange frown, and asked, "Charlie, why are you here?" "I'm here to pick up a girlfriend of Claire, why are you here?" Charlie frowned and found that the people sitting on this big G were all acquaintances. Besides Harold, there were Gerald and Wendy. Harold said contemptuously, "You're talking about Miss Dong, right? Miss Dong has us to entertain her, so you are no longer needed, get out." Charlie snorted coldly, and said, "If you want to get out by yourself." After all, Charlie stopped responding to them and walked directly into the arrival hall. Harold was about to swear, and Wendy next to him hurriedly reminded, "Brother, Miss Dong is coming soon. Grandma reminded you that you must leave a good impression on Miss Dong. If you can turn her into a sister-in-law, you are here. Our family's status is no one can match, so don't interfere with this waste." Harold suddenly woke up. Almost forgot the main purpose of coming here today. In fact, it is the second best thing to catch Elsa. It is the most important thing to leave a good impression on her and get her hand in his hand. The Dong family's strength in Eastcliff is extraordinary. If they can come with her, then they will be on the same stage, and the Wilson family can also ascend to the sky as worth. So, he endured his dissatisfaction with Charlie, and they hurriedly got off and rushed to the arrival hall. At this time, they saw a particularly conspicuous, young and beautiful woman in the crowd. She wears long chestnut hair and a white skirt, which outlines an exquisite figure. Although she is wearing sunglasses, her skin is as white as porcelain, her lips are full of flames, and the beauty of an allure cannot be concealed. Looking closely at her, her appearance is by no means worse than Claire, and the two can be said to have their own merits. For a moment, the sight of the crowd picking up passage focused on her. Harold was already dumbfounded. Even Gerald, who was watching the excitement next to him, was shocked and couldn't help but sigh. As expected of Eastcliff's ladies, the temperament is really different. At this time, Elsa also saw the crowd, and hurriedly walked over from the crowd, waved to them, and said, "Gerald, Wendy, and Charlie, long time no see." Harold's heart surged with enthusiasm, and he said first, "Long time no see, Elsa, you have become more beautiful." Charlie smiled, and said, "Long time no see." Harold hurriedly said at this moment, "Elsa, knowing that you are coming, I specially booked a box at the best hotel in Orris Hill, waiting to pick you up. Let's go there now." Elsa glanced at Charlie and said sorry to Harold, "Harold, I'm really sorry. I have already made an appointment with Claire and Charlie in advance. Let's make an appointment another day. Anyway, I will stay in Orris Hill for a long time. There will be opportunities in the future." When Harold heard these words, his heart couldn't help but become angry. On such an important day, Charlie, the smelly wire, came to mess with him. It was really horrible. So, he deliberately said, "Elsa, to welcome you, I ordered the most famous mansion in Orris Hill, and it is a gold box with a minimum consumption of 300,000. As he said that, he looked at Charlie contemptuously, and said with a grin, "I don't know where my live-in brother-in-law ordered the banquet. If the grade is too low, wouldn't that be equal to neglecting you?" Charlie was also a little surprised when he heard that Harold's choice turned out to be Classic Mansion. What a coincidence, didn't Hong Wu say that he opened Classic Mansion? It seems that he also prepared a banquet in Classic Mansion, right? At this time, Gerald on the side was surprised and said, "Harold, you can actually book the golden box of Classic Mansion? This is not something ordinary people can book." Harold smiled triumphantly. "To be honest, apart from the top diamond box in Classic Mansion, I really can't book it. The others are really nothing." Having said that, this is just Harold's bragging. In fact, in order to book this golden box, Mrs. Wilson personally came forward and paid a lot of money, entrusting several talents to successfully book it. Elsa had heard of the name of Classic Mansion in Eastcliff, and hurriedly said, "Everyone is a friend. There is no need to be so extravagant. Harold said flatly, "You are a distinguished guest. How can you be treated like ordinary friends?" After that, he asked Charlie again, "Brother-in-law, I don't know where you ordered the banquet?"